Well, welcome back. And in this story titled Shapa Prati Svikaranam, in this another episode of Vikram Vetal's story, as usual, the Vikram goes to catch the ghost, and the ghost says a story, and Vikram gives the answer, and the ghost goes back. Like that, the story continues. Shapa means curse. Svikaranam means to accept. Pratisvikaranam means to take it back. Shapa pratisvikaranam, to take back a curse. Normally it is said that a curse once given, we cannot take it back. Whoever is cursed, they have to undergo the effect of the curse. But here the story is titled Shapa Pratisvikaranam, to take back a curse. Let us read and understand. Trivikramasya mukhat vachanasya nissaranartham adya ka katha vaktavya iti chintayantam sthitam iva vetalam. Vashikartum icchan trivikramaha punarapi vrikshasya samipam gatavan. Trivikramaha punarapi vrikshasya samipam gatavan. Trivikrama again went to the tree. For what? Vetalam vashikartum icchan, to control that ghost. What type of ghost? Trivikramasya mukhat, from the mouth of Trivikrama, vachanasya nissaranartham, to release the words from the mouth of Trivikrama. Adya ka katha vaktavya, what story is to be told today? Iti chintayantam sthitam iva vetalam. Like that, thinking and staying or waiting, such a type of vetalam, vashikartum, to take into control, icchan, liking, Trivikramaha punarapi vrikshasya samipam gatavan. So Trivikrama, the king, again went to the tree. Vriksham aruhya shakhayam lambamanam shabam skandhe aropya adaha agatavan. So as usual, he got into the tree, took that, you can see in the picture, took the dead body on his shoulder and came down. Anantaram yathapurvam maunam smashana bhimukam prasthitavan. Afterwards, as usual, he silently started walking towards the burial ground. Tada shavantargataha vedalaha. The ghost which is in the dead body, avadat, told, Aye Rajan, O king, bhavane asamanyaha purushaha ityatra sandehaha nasti mama. Mama sandehaha nasti. I have no doubt. In what? Bhavan, you, samanyaha means ordinary. Na samanyaha, asamanyaha. So, nanyatat purusha samasa. Bhavane asamanyaha purushaha. Iti atra. Like that, you are extraordinary person. Like that, I have no doubt. Yataha, because samanyaha chet yatavata eva prayatnat virataha abhavishyat. Ordinary people means by this time, etavata eva means by this time they might have left the attempts or the efforts. Bhavantam etadrishe karye niyojitavan saha guru kaha. Who is the teacher who appointed you in this type of work? Kim saha pakshapatena bhavantam na vanchayet. Will he not cheat you by taking a side? Pakshapata means taking one side, that is biased. Yataha guravaha sada gunane samarthyam va puraskurvanti itina. Because yataha guravaha, guruhu ukaranda shabdaha, guruhu, guravaha, so bahuvachana. Guravaha, the teachers, sada gunane samarthyam va puraskurvanti iti na. It is not always that the teachers appreciate the qualities or the characters or the skills. Shishya Vatsalya Vashat. Shishya Vatsalya Vashat. Three words are there. Vatsalyam means that parental attitude towards somebody. Shishya Vatsalyam means treating the students or the disciples as if they are children. Vashat means under that spell. Shishya Vatsalya Vashat te asamartham api puraskartum arhanti. So, because of that affection towards the disciple as a parent, even if they are asamartham api, asamartham means improper, unskillful, not capable, like that. Even though they are so, puraskartum arhanti, they just appreciate, like the parents appreciate their children, even though they are somewhat dumb. Purvam Lokamitra Namakena Munina Tathaiva Kritam. Lokamitra in that name, Lokamitra Namakena in that name, Munina by a Muni, Tathaiva Kritam. So he did like that only. So we can see a Muni and some Shishyas here. Bhavataha Margayasasya Pariharartham Tadiyam Katham Vistarena Shravayami. And to get relieved from this en route journey, I shall say that story in detail. Shraddhaya shrunotu tavat iti anantaram vetalena katha arabdha. So you listen with care and attention like that. By the Vetala, the story was started. Purvam Lokamitraha nama munihi kasminchit aranye ashramam nirmaya tapaha acharan asit. Long back, earlier, Lokamitra nama munihi, a rishi muni saint in the name of Lokamitraha, kasminchit aranye, in some forest, ashramam nirmaya, having established some ashrama, tapaha acharan asid. He was doing penance. Bhavaha tasya shishyatvam angikritya tapascharanam abhyasanti sma. So many people took the studentship and they were also doing tapaha. Lokamitraha tu sarvani shishyane samanaya bhavanaya pashyan tapasvarupam acharana kramam vidinishedhan cha samyak bodhayati sma. So the Rishi, Saint Lokamitraha, Sarvani Shishyane Samanaya Bhavanaya Pashyan. So looking everybody equal. Samanaya Bhavanaya means with the same attitude towards all the students. Tapasvarupam, the way of doing penance, Acharana Kramam, and the method of doing the discipline, the way of conducting, Vidhi Nishedhan, and the rules and do's and don'ts. Samyak bodhayati sma. So he was teaching that very well to all the students. Lokamitrasya shishyeshu anyatamo devapriyaha shaktikumaraha cha tapasa bhakvihi shaktihi sampadya jeshtatvam gurupritim cha sampaditavanto astam. Like that, maybe it is astam. Astam, correct. Lokamitrasya Shishyeshu, amongst the students of Lokamitraha Munihi, Anyatamo, two best among them, Devapriyaha Shaktikumaraha, in this name. So one student name is Devapriyaha, another student name is Shaktikumaraha. Tapasa Bhakvihi Shaktihi Sampadya. So by the penance they got so many types of various powers. Jeshtatvam Guru Pritim cha Sampaditavanto. Jeshtatvam means that supremeness. Amongst all, they became the senior, and Guru Priti, they got the affection, love of a teacher also. Okay. Kadachit Munihi Lokamitraha Devapriyam Shaktikumaram cha Samipam Ahuya Vuktavan. So we can see in the picture these two students are called Devapriyaha and Shaktikumaraha. So once the Muni called them and told, Hey Vatsau, Oh my students, here Vatsaha means son, like that. So normally in India, the elders call the youngers, oh my son, oh my daughter, like that. Mattaha yadyat praptavyam tat sarvam praptam bhavatbhyam. Mattaha, from me. Mat is asmad shabdaha, panchami vibhakti ekavachanam. Mat, from me. Mattaha, from me, that mattaha is two times here the panchami effect is given. Hastaha means hand. Hastataha means from the hand. Mat itself is asmat shabdaha, panchami vibhakti. But here it is written mattaha, from me. Mat yadyat praptavyam, that is also correct. Mattaha yadyat praptavyam, whatever is to be obtained from me, tat sarvam praptam bhavatbhyam, by you too, all those are got. Bhavantav uttama gunashalinau api, and you two are of very good nature. Itaf param abhilashitam karyam kurvantav jivane dhanyatam sampadayatam. Itaf param, hereafter, abhilashitam karyam kurvantav, doing whatever you like. Abhilashitam means as per one's own desire. Jivane dhanyatam sampadayatam means you get the purpose of the life. Dhanyata here doesn't means wealth. Dhanyata means you get the purpose of the life. Vardhakye punarapi tapascharanartham atra agantum arhataha. Vardhakye means at your old age. Punarapi, again, tapascharanartham, to do the penance, atra agantum arhataha. Both of you are fit to, or both of you are eligible to come back here to do the penance at the old age. Because normally, olden time, we were living with this ashrama lifestyle. So, brahmacharya ashrama, grihastha ashrama, then what is the vanaprastha Vanaprastha is where we go to forest and spend our last days. Sannyasashrama is the last one. Totally we leave connection with the entire world. Okay. Moksha prapti nimittam tapaha kartum bhavato huna yeshaha kalaha. Moksha prapti, that is what we do with the sannyasashrama. So you are not at the right time now. Moksha prapti nimittam, for the sake of getting that moksha, that chaturvita purushartaha, we say the purpose of life. Veda Shastra Purana, what they say, the purpose of life is to get chaturvida purushartaha. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. So moksha is the last one. Dharma, artha, kama is what we have to do and lead the life, and getting everything lived the life, we should think of moksha. Bhavato huna yeshaha kalaha. So this is not the time for you. Gurohu vachanam angikritavantau tau. And both of them accepted the teacher's word. Kshanakalastya anantaram Shakti Kumara Guru Muktavan. After some time, that Shakti Kumara told to the teacher, Guruvarya, oh respected teacher, tapashaktya avabhyam apurva shakti sampadita satyam. By the penance, we too got very valuable. Apurva means not seen before. That is the meaning. Apurva is something very extraordinary. We got some power. That is true. Shapa dana samarthyamapi asti avayohu. And Shapa dana samarthyam. Samarthyam means capacity, skill. Shapa danam means to curse someone, to reward somebody with a curse. So we have the capacity to curse others also. Kintu Shapa prati svikara tantram avam na janivaha. But we don't know the knowledge. Here tantram means not trick. This is knowledge. Shapa pratisvikara tantranam. Pratisvikaram means to take it back, to nullify, to make things null and void. So if you curse and you want to nullify, that knowledge we don't know. यदि कदाचित् आवयोः अन्यतरेण कस्मैश्चित् शापः दीयेत तर्हि प्रतिस्वीकरणेच्छायां सत्याम् अपि किमपि कर्तुं न शक्येत. So here he is giving a reason. Yadi, if kadachit, at some time, avayohu anyatarena, one amongst we two, kasmaichit shapaha diyeta, if we shall give curse to someone, tarhi, then pratisvikaranechayam satyam api, even though we were having the desire to take back the curse, kimapi kartum na shakyeta, but we can't do anything because we don't know that knowledge. Tadacha janaha piditaha bhaveyuhu. Then at that time, the people whoever got cursed, they may get troubled. Ataha mama prarthana yat shapa prati sangrahanopayaha api bodhaniyaha iti. Shapa prati sangrahana upayaha. So three words are combined, samastapadam. So gunasandhi has happened. Therefore, please teach us the skill to get back the curse. Mamapi icha tathaiva shriman iti bhuktavan devapriyaha. And devapriya also endorsed the feeling of that kumaraha. Shapa prati sangaranopayaha jnatavyaha chet itopi masadvayam yavat atra statavyam iti bhuktavan lokamitraha. So the Muni told, if you want to know how to take back the curse, then you'll have to stay 2 more months. Shishyau etat angikritavantau. And students, they accepted this. Saptahasya anantaram lokamitraha shaktikumaram muktavan. After a week, the Muni Lokakumara told to the Shaktikumara, Hey Vatsa, O my son, Shapa prati sangaranartham samarthyam praptavyam chet bhavata kathinaha upasana margaha anusaraniyaha. If you want, so he is telling to that Shaktikumara who only asked for that skill to get back or to take back the curse. O my son, Vatsa, Shapa prati sangaranartham samarthyam praptavyam chet. If you want to get that capacity to take back a curse, bhavata, by you, kathinaha upasana margaha anusaraniyaha. Upasana means it is a type of meditation and tapas. In a disciplined way we have to do. It is like, for example, imagining the Bhagavan Mahadevaha, Paramashivaha, who is in a meditative post, and thinking yourself as Paramashivaha in the same meditative post, having the same qualities of Paramashiva and all, like that meditating. Such a way of meditation is called upasana. Okay, so it is very difficult. We have to do the entire qualities of the Deva whom you are meditating. You have to feel you have such qualities in you. Like that. It is to be followed, but it is very difficult. Bhavane etat ichchati va iti. Do you like to have that like that? Avashyam ichchami iti gurum muktva Shaktikumaraha santoshena upasanam kartum uddiktaha abhavat. Surely I shall do like that. Very happily he started doing that upasana. Tasmineva kale lokamitraha devapriyam ahuya. And on that very same time he called Devapriya and told, Hey Vatsa, tattasya yogyatam drishtva aham vidyadanam karomi. This is one of the important thing in the earlier educational system in Veda Purana Kala, the Vedic time. I feel even before the independence, even before some 200 years in India also, the education is given based on the quality of the students. Not that a common educational syllabus is prescribed for Every student, irrespective of their background, their knowledge, their capacity, their interest, like nowadays we are doing. So, tat tattasya, according to each and every one of yogyatam drishtva, their skill or their capacity having seen, aham vidyadanam karomi, means I give education. Shapa prati sangarana margam bhavantam na upadishami. I don't teach the skill to take back the curse to you. Ataha jivane jagarukataya vyavaharatu. So you carefully manage your life. Vyavaharana means to behave, to conduct. So carefully you conduct your life. Shapadana prasangam kadapi ma srijatu. So never create an occasion to give a curse, because I am not going to teach you the skill or the knowledge to take back a curse. And the reason he is giving is, according to the individual student's capacity, I educate them. Sapalam jivanam bhavatu bhavataha. Your life shall be successful. Like that, uktva ashisha anugrihya tam tataha preshitavan. So, and he blessed him and sent him. So, Devapriyaha is not taught the skill to take back the curse. Shaktikumaraha guruna upadishtena kramena upasanam yashasvitaya samapya shapa prati sangarana margam jnatva gurohu anigyam prapya santoshena tataha nirgatavan. So Shakti Kumara followed all that procedures, and he learnt the skill to take back the curse, and he went away from there. Tataha panchashani varshani atitani. So from these incidents, both of that students, having left that ashrama, 5 years passed by. Kadachit tat deshasya raja manyasenaha dutam sampreshya lokamitram asthanam prati anayitavan. Once the king of that country, Manyasenaha, that is his name, he sent a messenger and called the Muni to the kingdom. Raja samarthasya kasyachit rajagurohu anveshanam kurvan asit. So some very fitting and proper rajaguruhu, one who can throw light to the king to lead the kingdom. So he will be the teacher of the king itself, and who will conduct the king in the right way. So the king was in search of such a person, and he asked the Lokamitraha, he invited to the kingdom. Tadartham aruhau Shakti Kumaraha Devapriyaha cha eva iti tena jnatam asit. So, for to become the Rajaguru, tadartham arhau means eligible candidate. Shakti Kumaraha Devapriyaha cha, Devapriyascha. So, the Visarga has become Shakaraha. Devapriyaha cha eva iti tena jnatam asi. So, by the king it was known that to become a Rajaguru, Shakti Kumaraha and Devapriyaha are the eligible candidate. Kintu tayohu vyavahare bhedaha sputam drishyate sma. So in their behavior and in their conduct, the difference is clearly seen. Sputam means very openly, clearly. Shakti Kumarasya prabhavaha samagre deshe prasrittaha asit. And the fame, prabhavaha means the power or the shine or the quality of the Shakti Kumara, samagre deshe prasrittaha. So his name is spread to the entire country. Saha shapadana samarthaha iti deshe sarvatra jananti sma. Deshe sarve, I read sarvatra. deshe sarve jananti sma. So all the people in the country, they know that he is capable of giving a curse. Ataha tasya shapasya bhayat durmargagaminah bhavaha maunam sthitavantaha asan. So out of the fear of the curse he may give, durmargagaminah, all those who are conducting in a bad way. So all that illegal activity, unlawful activity, persons, adharmika way, those who are behaving in a adharmika method, they just kept silence. Naturally, because of the law, we fear. We don't do something as we wish because we have punishable law. And mostly, most of the people, just by knowing the punishment, they don't do a crime. Shaktikumarasya shishyaha api bhavaha. And Shaktikumara started his own school and his students are also many. Te senarupena sanghatitaha santaha durmargagaminam nigraham kurvanti sma. So the students of Shaktikumara, senarupena, like a military force, sanghatitaha santaha, so assembled, like nowadays we are having that social reformers. There are so many political parties, supported parties. So they impose the social ethic by their group of people, that people should not behave like that. So the same way, the students of Shakti Kumara, they were imposing or they were making the control in the peoples or the society. Yadi yatasyaha senayaha virodha kriyeta tarhi Shakti Kumaraha shapam datyat iti bhitihi jananam. So the people were of the fear that if we oppose this imposement by their students, then Shakti Kumara may give curse like that. They were fearful. Ataha kopi Shakti senayaha virodham sampadayatum na ichchati sma. So no one want to get the enmity of that Shakti Sena. Devapriyasya prasiddhihi na tatha adhika. And the Devapriya's fame, it was not that much widespread. Tasya shishyanam sankhya api nyuna. And he also started a school and his students were very less nyuna. Saha desha sancharam kurvanne janane sanmargam upadishati sma. So he goes around the country and he lectures the people how to be in a right conduct path. Kathaha udaharan jananam manasu nitim dridham upasthapayati sma. Kathaha udaharan means quoting the stories like Purana stories. We are quoting the Ramayana story, Mahabharata story, Itihasa story, Purana story. Kataha udaharan, quoting those type of stories. Jananam manasu, in the minds of the people, nitim dhritam upasthapayati sma. So very strongly he establishes niti. Niti means a just way of conducting. That is dharmic way of leading life. Janaha tam adarena pashyanti sma. And people with great respect, they treat the Devapriyaha. Tasmin apurva shaktihi kachit asti iti kopina janati sma. And no one knows that Devapriya is having extraordinary power. Evam Shaktikumara Devapriyayohu Ubhayohu api Vishishtam Samarthyam asti. Like that, both of them have special skill. Tathapi Shaktikumaraha eva Rajaguru bhavati chet varam iti Rajnyaha Manyasenasya Ashayaha. So even though both are having special qualities, but the king feels if Shakti Kumara becomes a Rajaguru, then the entire country will be in control. Everybody will fear like that. He felt. Shakti Kumara Rajnaha Ashayam Gnatva Uktavan. And Shakti Kumara, having understood the opinion of the king, told, Hey Rajan, O king, Devapriyasya mamacha samarthyam samanam. My and Devapriya's skills are equal. Tathapi Rajaguru padam praptum kaha arhaha iti asmakam guruhu eva nirnaye. So even then we two are equal, but our teacher will decide who can get that Rajaguru post. Saha yatha vadati tatha acharamaha vayam. So as he says, we shall follow that. Tasya vachanam manyam avayoho. And we greatly respect his words. Tasya anugyam vina etat padam na angikriyate avabhyam. So without his permission, we don't take this post. Ataha etad vishaye tasya ashayaha kaha iti prathamam janatu. So in this matter, what is his opinion like that? First you come to know that. Manyasenaha lokamitram sarvam nivedya. So the king called that Lokamitraha Munihi, who is the teacher of Shakti Kumaraha and Devapriyaha, and told, Etayohu Kataraha Rajaguruhu Bhavitum Arhaha. Who among these two, Kataraha means one among two, who amongst these two are appropriate or qualified to become Rajaguru? Iti Prishtavan. Like that he asked. Tada Lokamitraha Uktavan. Then that Muni Lokamitra told, Mama Shishyav Ubhau api Yadyapi Samarthyena Samanau Tathapi Rajaguru Padam me Devapriyaha Alankaroti Chedeva Varam Iti Mama Abhiprayaha. So we can understand here, the teacher said, even though both of my teachers, Ubhau api Yadyapi Samarthyena Samanau, Mama Shishyav, my two students, Ubhau, both of them, Yadyapi Samarthyena Samanau, even though they are equal in their skills and all, Tathapi, then also, Rajaguru Padam Devapriyaha Alankaroti Chet Eva Varam. It is better if the post is given to Devapriyaha. So we can understand the idea of the teacher, and as I said, the idea of the king as a ruler, what he wants to do, he wants to have full control over the citizens, and he wants everyone to be under his nose. Because of that fear about that Shakti Kumara's capacity to curse, everybody was under threat and they were behaving properly. So the country can be run smoothly, and the king also gets that power. No one can oppose him. But the teacher understood this. If you give such a power to a king, then the king will be unilaterally, he will take decision. So that may not be to the welfare of the public. So the teacher, that is what I guess. So the teacher felt this Devapriya, let him have that post, because he will teach everyone how to conduct. Raja Manyasenaha Lokamitrasya Ashayam Puraskurvan Devapriyam Rajagurupade Niyojitavan. So the king considered the opinion of the teacher and he appointed Devapriyaha to the Rajaguru post. Vetalaha evam katham samapya avadat. So now Vetala told the story like this, and it is asking the question. So we know now both are having equal power, but the teacher said, I will not teach you the skill to take back a Shapa, because I teach according to the student's level. So he taught that to Shakti Kumaraha. Shakti Kumaraha was very powerful. The entire country was knowing him. And Devapriya was not having much students, and he was not imposing any social order by force or fear, but by his teachings. And he got to that post, but he couldn't get to that Shakti Kumara couldn't get to that Rajaguru post. Hey Rajan, so the Vetala is putting the question. Hey Rajan, Lokamitraha Pakshapata Bhavam Vina Vyavakritavan iti Bhavayativa Bhavane. Do you feel that the Lokamitraha Munihi, he conducted without any bias, Pakshapata Bhavam, means biased way. Shapa Pratigrahana Samarthyam Shakti Kumaraya Datum Siddhaha Lokamitraha Devapriyaya Tam Shaktim Na Dattavan. That skill to take back the curse, he gave to Shakti Priya, but he didn't give to Shakti Kumara, but he didn't give to Devapriya. Atra Pakshapataha Sputaha Kila. So we can see his biased attitude very clearly, किंतु राजगुरु पदवी विषये राजगुरु पद विषये तेन देवप्रिय प्रियता प्रदर्शिता. But in that appointment of Rajaguru, the royal teacher, he showed a bias to Devapriya. Etat kimartham, why he behaved like that? Purvam Devapriya Vishaye yat anuchitam kritam tat samikartum evam kritavan vasaha. Earlier that anuchitam means not appropriate, because he didn't teach him to take back the curse, Probably by that the student might felt bad. To nullify that, to compensate that. So samikartum means to compensate, to nullify. So to compensate, that would be right way. Whether he recommended the post of Rajaguru to compensate the loss he had by not learning the skill to take back the curse. Is it so? Like that, the Vetala is putting question. Athava Devapriyaha Rajaguru Padam Alankarishyati Chete Gurudarpam Pradarshayan Dhanam Praptum Shaknomi iti Chintitavan Vasaha. Athava, otherwise, Devapriyaha Rajaguru Padam Alankarishyati Chet. If Devapriya takes the post of the royal teacher, Guru Darpam Pradarshayan, by showing the pride of or the power of the teacher, Dhanam Praptum Shaknoti iti Chintitavan Vasaha. Whether he did it with biased attitude to get further funding from the king through this person by keeping him as the royal teacher. Nowadays we do, the political parties in many places, the ruling party or the opposition party or the business people. The business people keep their people in politics and they get benefit through them by creating some rules. So is it like that? Like that the Vetala is putting question. Mama etesham prashnanam uttarani jananapi yadi bhavan navadet tarihi bhavataha shiraha sahasradha bhagnam bhavet. So as usual, the Vetala warned, even after knowing answer to all these questions, if you don't give answer, then your head shall break into thousands of pieces. Tada maunam statum ashaktaha Trivikramaha evam muktavan. And the Trivikrama king, who can't stay silent, he told like that. Lokamitraha kaschana sajjanaha munihi. So Lokamitra is some good saint. Pakshapatadikam tenana pradarshitam. He didn't show any biased attitude. Shapa Prati Sangraha Samarthyam. Shapa Prati Sangraha Samarthyam Yasya Asti Saha Sreshtaha iti na. A person who has the quality to take back the curse, he is a supreme person. Like that, there is no such meaning. Iti na. He saha shreshtaha iti na. He is extraordinary like that. There is nothing like that. Vastutaha tadrisham samarthyam yasya tasya yogyata nyuna eva. Actually, the king is saying, actually, a person who can give a curse and take back, such a person's that position is lower only. Kopadi vashi bhutaha sanne shapam dadati tasya nimittam eva khalu avashyakam shapa prati svikarana samarthyam. Okay, now the king's way of putting the question is, when is the need for taking back the curse? Only when you curse someone out of anger. Kopa adi vashi bhutaha. One who is under the spell of kopa, kama, moha, like that, anything, adi. One who is under the spell of this anger and this likes, desire, wishes, son, being under that spell, shapam dadati tasya nimittam eva. One who gives a curse and for that sake, avashyakam shapa pratisvikarana samarthyam khalu. So the skill to take back such a shapa is only when you make such a shapa. Is it not? Do you know like that? Yaha atmanaha kopadine nivarya सात्विक गुणानां प्राबल्यं प्राप्नोति. Yaha atmanaha kopadine nivarya. One, yaha means whomsoever. That person, that person like, that person, atmanaha means one's own self. Atmanaha kopadin nivarya means leaving all or getting rid of that angry nature. Satvika gunanam prabalyam prapnoti. Prabala. Bala means strength. Prabala means some prakarshita balam, some noticeable strength. Prabalyam is prabalasya, prabalam asmin asti or prabalasya bhavaha. The very noticeable strength, the nature of having very noticeable strength, that is prabalyam. So prabalyam is taddidanta shabdaha. With satvika guna, see, we are having three types of guna. The Veda Shastra says satvika, rajasa, tamasa. Like that, we have three types of guna. With satvika guna, prabalyam yaha prapnoti kobadin nivarya saha shapam datum udyuktaha eva na bhavati. A person who has the anger in his control, he never makes or he never goes to the extent of cursing others. Yasya jivane shapadana prasangaha eva na agachet. In whose life the question of giving the shapa itself doesn't arise. Tasmai, for him, pratisvikarana samarthyam kimartham. What is the need of taking back such a curse when there is no question of giving a curse, even though he is having the power to curse? Na avashyakam khalu. It's not necessary, you know. Ataha eva lokamitraha Shakti Kumaraya Tadrisham Samarthyam Dattavan Natu Deva Priyaya. Therefore only he gave that type of skill to Shakti Kumara, because his nature is like that and not for Deva Priya. Yetene Deva Priyasya Satvikata Shrestata cha Nyayate. So by this we can know the Satvika quality and the Shreshtata, the higher position or the supremeness of Devapriyaha. Yetanu gunan eva manasi nidhaya. Nidhaya means keeping in our mind, basing on that. So, yetanu gunan eva manasi nidhaya, basing all these qualities in his mind. Lokamitraha bhuktavan, the Muni Lokamitra told, yet that Devapriyaha eva Rajaguru padam alankartum arhaha iti. So Devapriya is only the right candidate for that royal teacher. Evam sandarbhadvaye api vichintya eva vyavahritam lokamitrena. So sandarbhadvaye, dvaya means two. In both the occasion, in the occasion of giving the skill of Shapa, Prati, Svikarana knowledge or the tantram, and in making the right candidate as the Rajaguru Padavi, in both the Sandarbha Dvaye api Vichintya, having thought over well, Vyavahritam Lokamitrena, by the Muni Lokamitra, it was behaved. Pakshapataha tu kadapina pradarshitaha iti, and never he displayed any biased attitude. Evam vadata trivikramena maunabhangaha kritaha asit. So when he said the answer like this, Trivikrama lost his mauna vrata. He started speaking. Ataha shavantargataha vetalaha tataha drisyaha bhutva yatha purvam vrikshasya shakham avalambitavan. So as before, the Vetala, the ghost inside the dead body, it got out of that body and it started going back to the tree and means it was hanging itself on the tree branch. So again in the next episode, Vikrama will come and what happens we will see in another episode. Hope you liked this type of story. I like very much Vikram Vetal's story because Niti Bodhana is that Bodhana, how to do the justice, our Indian way of doing justice. It's not like nowadays. Nowadays the way of doing justice through court and all. Though we praise our court, many a time we can see that in many cases it runs for years together. And we don't know. We just talk about whatever is happening today and the next day what happens, no one knows. But in earlier days, during the king's period and all, the judgments were given very properly, and that also as per Nyaya Dharma only, not by this type of law books and all. So the law books of how the king is to conduct Artha Shastra, that was also there. Veda, Purana, Shastra, Artha Shastra. Based on that only they were doing everything. Well, we can't get back that life, but we can understand how people lived and how we are living today like that, and how much best we can adapt to the old things in our life and exhibit the behavior. Like that, all these stories will help you to know the Vedic period of life. Hope you liked this story and I will come up with some other episode. Take care. Bye-bye.